Three Muslim empires falling in decline: Ottoman, Mughal, and Safavid. Muhammad fights against the British with his followers against imperialism. Wahhabi movements reject schools of theology. In their place, they learn Muhammad's teachings on the Ottoman Empire. Adding on to the stress of the empire's decline, the European nations fight for land. Ottoman Empire was on Turkish rule. Safavid Empire located in Persia. Mughal Empire was located in India, where near the famous Taj Mahal. Back to the Ottoman Empire, where the most power is out of the Muslim lands.
Empire, 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 the Ottoman 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 Empire, empire. Imperialism sucks.
Nationalism spread from West Europe. Internal revolts weakened the Ottoman Empire. North Africa, East Europe, and Middle East threatened to break, but Egypt slipped out of their control. Arabia, Lebanon, Armenia were also revolting. European states sought out to benefit from the slow crumbling of the Ottoman Empire. France hoped to gain more Ottoman territory. Russia schemed to gain control of the Bosporus and the Dardanelles. Control of these straits would give the Russians access to the Mediterranean Sea. British tried to prevent Russia's plan of getting the strait, which was a threat. Many nations tried to take advantage of the struggle.
Empire.
The Ottoman Empire, empire, empire. The Ottoman Empire, empire, empire. The Ottoman Empire, empire, empire. The Ottoman Empire, empire, empire. The Ottoman Empire, empire, empire. The Ottoman Empire, empire, empire. The Ottoman Empire, empire. Imperialism sucks.
Egypt wants to make reform semi-independent province in the Ottoman Empire. He wants a strong army, so he did that. He is Muhammad Ali, the bomb diggity. He modernized Egypt greatly, as you can see. He built it up strongly. Egypt was close to becoming powerful. Sadly, Ali died. Then the country crumbled, becoming under foreign control. Boo. Britain and Leipzig built the Suez Canal. Egypt had debts they couldn't pay their loans, so the British bought all their shares to the canal. They wanted to trade with other countries. Egypt was now under British influence. Nationalists were not happy about this. They rose their voices with protest.
Empire, empire, empire. The Ottoman 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 Empire, empire. Imperialism sucks.
Examples of cultural exchanges are education and trading. Because of this new idea spread, other materials countries don't have, so they're influenced by other cultures. Imperialism controls the peaks, changing all of their religious beliefs. This was happening in many regions of the world, in Asia and America. Natives are still being taken advantage of because Americans took all over their land. They were left with nothing, so they lived on wasteland, with all the waste and all the trash. This wasn't fair, and they had no voice. They really had no choice, and they were stuck with that. Ah, boo, hoo, hoo, rickety, rickety, backward.
Empire, empire, empire. The Ottoman 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 Empire, empire. Imperialism sucks.
In 1898, the new German Empire hoped to increase its influence by building a Berlin to Baghdad railroad. 1700, Ottoman needed to reform Byzantine government with rigid rule, built railroads, education, hired Europeans to train a military, better healthcare, increased populations. Ottomans had let nationalities live in their own communities and practice their own religion. Genocide is an attempt to destroy a racial, political, or cultural group. The Turks accused Armenians of supporting the Russians' plans. Armenians protested and were killed of disease and starvation.
Woo! Empire, empire, empire. The Ottoman 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 Empire. 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 Imperialism sucks.
Persia had the same story. They are facing the same challenges. They began to modernize. All of their reforms did not save them from imperialism. Russia and Britain fought over Persian land. They had a lot of oil. Both countries were excited. They planned to take control of that land. They received concessions, then sent over troops so they wouldn't go back on the deal that they made. Nationalists protested to show their anger, and then they split into two totally different groups. One was modernized, the other didn't. Today, the problems still happen in the Middle East. They're unhappy with their dictator. Everyone still wants to have their oil, and that's what's up with the Middle East.
Empire, empire, empire. The Ottoman 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 Empire, empire. Imperialism sucks.